Hey guys, it's your girl LV here. Welcome back to my channel. Get cozy because today we are talking about discipline. So if you're one of my 12 or 13 subscribers of this channel, first of all, I love you. Second of all, you'll know that I always focus on this channel on trying out new habits and new systems to reach my goals. One thing I've noticed though is that it requires a lot of discipline, which is something I've struggled with for years. Probably my whole life. And if you're like me, you can definitely relate. But I was thinking and I realized that what if I'm trying to solve these problems of meeting my goals with the wrong tools? So discipline as a tool kinda doesn't work for me. And I'm not just being facetious. It really doesn't. It really kind of sucks. And that is because I have ADHD, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate, not just those with ADHD, but a big part of it is executive dysfunction. And that means that discipline is always something that I'm going to struggle with, even if it's something I desperately want to achieve, just because I have problems with prioritization, motivation, time management, and dysregulation. Discipline is so finite for me in my soul, like in my brain. My willpower is definitely a finite resource. So I realized that because of my ADHD and just because of who I am, trying to white knuckle it through life just was miserable. It sucks, and it's just kind of a path to nowhere because I would get easily burnt out and I would just get super overwhelmed trying to do the basic day-to-day of keeping up different tasks and goals. Like for 75 hard, that's a challenge. That's a lot about discipline, and it just is so hard for me to try to, the thing of if you fail one day you have to redo all the progress, like that is such a challenge for me because of ADHD. So not only am I easily burnt out and overwhelmed, there's other reasons why discipline didn't really work for me as a be-all end-all strategy, and it may not work for you. And that's because you may lack resources, you may lack time, money, effort, energy to do things. You may not know how to do them, and it may cause your brain to just get analysis paralysis, super scatterbrained. I like to say my brain is on Roomba mode, where it just goes from thought A to thought LMNOP and just goes back and forth, to all the letters of the alphabet, but not really making a decision. Another reason that discipline has kind of failed me in the past is lack of social support networks, lack of accountability, and lack of, people checking in and wanting to know how I'm doing. If it's just me, I don't take it that seriously, and especially when I don't see progress, it can make me get very demotivated. And there's only so much people can take of trying and failing to meet goals. Eventually they just get burnt out and they just don't try anymore. And I felt that was happening to me, and I really didn't want it to. So one thing I realized is that discipline and willpower are kind of limited resources for me. I will have a little bit of discipline and motivation when I'm starting something, or especially if I'm planning it. I'll procrastinate every little detail, and then it will be so hard for me to follow up. And that's due to all those other things that I mentioned before. So I was thinking about how I can change that so I don't have to white knuckle it through life, What can I do to make progress easier and more, flowy, more natural, more just the basic thing that I do every day, and I don't question it. It just happens. People talk about habit stacking. How do you habit stack if you basically have very little habits to stack on top of? One way that we're going to do this is that we are going to build systems and environments where there is very little friction involved in success. And what I mean by that is two big things: visual cues and concrete progress. So visual cues, if you have, for example, exercise equipment all around your house, For me, it's going to make me more motivated to exercise because I'm seeing it all the time. I have a really bad thing where if something is out of sight, it's basically out of mind, and I just completely forget it exists until I reference it again. Who knows when that might be, right? So, having visual reminders of the things that you need to do is really going to be helpful. Second of all, having concrete progress. I think concrete progress is another big part of defeating, discipline, because a big part of why I burn out so much is because I don't see the progress, and it makes me feel like all the consistency and all the discipline and willpower that I've been putting in is for naught. So if we have those two things, I think they will help us achieve our goals. And another thing I really wanted to mention and that I was thinking about is that visual reminders, especially, don't just remind us of what we have to do, they also give us a reminder of our intrinsic why. And that is something that I find really motivating. And how do you know why you want to do things? You have to cultivate curiosity. Curiosity about yourself and the world around you. Curiosity to interact with those things and to just grow and stretch, your existence and your energy throughout this world. So curiosity about yourself is definitely a skill that can counteract, the dredges of discipline, because you have to know what you don't know. You have to challenge your old ways. Asking questions will lead to better questions, and finding out the answers to those questions requires skill growth, which leads to tangible goals. Like I said, tangible goals, evidence, is the most compelling and the most reinforcing to motivation, because it just is insight in mind. It's something that's novel and changing all the time. So I want to build real, fundamental, functional, and enjoyable skills for making life and wellness easier, more intentional, and more fulfilling. A current video project that I'm working on is moving towards that, and that is physical skill tryouts, where I will be trying out different physical forms of fitness throughout each season and tracking my progress and just trying to build fitness in as a real lifestyle change in my life. Curiosity is going to be a main driver of that, and I think that we should all do this. I think that we all would do better cultivating curiosity, joy, whimsy, enthusiasm, and I think that can build, fortify us against losing out so much on life because we don't have discipline, moralizing our failures and just internalizing that into stagnation. I think that if we cultivate curiosity, if we cultivate whimsy, joy, intentionality, it will really help push us towards our goals and the things we want to achieve in life. So yeah, as my life changes, that's one thing I'm definitely going to work towards, and I'll be documenting it all on this channel. So if you are into that, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to follow along on my progress. So that's kind of what I have cooking for the summer. Thanks to you guys for watching, if you watched this whole way. And let me know in the comments, what's one thing that you want to change in this last half of the year? What's one of your goals for the end of 2026? And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!